Alright, so I'm doing this vlog to help people who are afraid to go to the doctor. And not just for what I have, which is cancer, but for any reason that you might need to feel like you should get some medical assistance. Because for the last 20 years, I've been so afraid to go to the doctor. And it's because of all the horror stories that people put out there. So I realized, well, part of it anyway, it's my own bad history with medical experiences. And honestly, yes, there are going to be some experiences that you're going to get a doctor where your personalities clash, or he's just not as sensitive to your pain, or whatever kind of conflict your doctor is presenting with you. And yeah, I've had some medical trauma because of that type of thing, but that was quite a long time ago. And now the training for that, they've got more, training for their staffs for how to deal with people's anxiety and pain better so that they don't feel like they're being traumatized. And so since I've been told at the doctor that I'm not allowed to post videos from the actual treatment areas or any patient care areas, and that waiting room areas are also questionable because there's people there that may not want to be filmed, I decided that most of the videos I'm going to do are going to have to be more like this at my home. And if I do get any kind of vlogging done at the hospital, it'll just probably end up being short clips where I can sneak in a quick view of the room. And so I wanted to begin by saying that it is very scary. Honestly, I'm very afraid of a lot of the things that may come. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be either. So far, most of the testing and procedures have been something I can easily tolerate. Only a couple of them have been difficult for me. And the staff that helps you with that is very understanding of that at all the places I've been. I've been to St. Luke's ER, I've been to the Unity Point Clinic at Bonham Woods, and I've been to University of Iowa Hospital and So Mercy already in the last 3 weeks. And every one of the people at those places have been very helpful and kind. So the first thing you need to know if you're afraid to go is it doesn't hurt to at least talk to the people at the medical facility. Even if you don't know if that's going to be your medical facility, sometimes the staff can give you some general information that will help start making you feel more comfortable. So it's steps, baby steps. So when you first end up going into the doctor, keep in mind that your doctor will tell you you don't have to do anything that we tell you. You can always opt out. That might mean that you won't get better from whatever's wrong with you, but they certainly are not going to force you to do anything that you're uncomfortable with, that you decide absolutely not. And so far they've done that for me. Like, they wanted to give me a mammogram and I point blank said, no, I don't want one. I don't need one because I check myself anyway. And I don't want one because I had one in the past and it hurt. And I'm just not interested in that if I don't feel like I need it. Well, right now, they're not worried about breast cancer with me, and they did a physical exam and decided I didn't really need a mammogram, so I'm not getting one. But even if I did, they did tell me they weren't going to make me get one. So the next thing I said I didn't want was catheter. I will not do a catheter unless they determine that it's absolutely necessary for my health and survival. Like, if I can't eliminate my urine at all anymore physically on my own, then they might decide they need to put a catheter bag on me. But if it's something like they just want to try to get a clean sample, no, I'm sorry, but I can provide a clean sample if I work at it hard enough. I don't want a catheter. So please know I'm not doing catheters. And they said, okay, well, we won't make you do a catheter. And if it comes to that and I say no, they won't. Because my dad went through similar stuff, and there were many times that he said no, and they ended up not doing it. And yeah, that did mean that there were certain medical options that after a certain amount of time of not getting things done that they needed done, that meant that certain medical options were no no longer going to be available. But if you're aware of that and you still say no, they won't make you do it, okay? So this whole video right now I'm doing is mainly just to make sure that everyone out there realizes, I know it's scary. It's very scary. But if you have pain in your body, anywhere in your body, and it's ongoing, there's no need for you to suffer anymore. Ask somebody, ask a medical professional, because I guarantee you that it's not as bad as you think it's going to be. And if you have one person by you, any one person that cares about you, just one person is all it takes to help you through that emotional stress. I have my son. I'm very lucky. I have my son and his girlfriend. But a lot of people don't have anybody. And I was asking them at the hospital, what happens if I don't have anybody to go with me to help me? Well, they have people on staff to do that. They have patient counselors. There's usually some nurse around that's got a few minutes to stand and hold your hand and listen to you and talk with you. And they're very good at, like, distracting you during something. When I was in there the other day and I had a Nebraska sweatshirt on and I was getting examined and I was very uncomfortable, they started talking to me about where I got my Nebraska shirt, because I'm in Iowa. So, you know, they were like, why are you wearing a Nebraska shirt? You live in Iowa. And it led me to telling them about how I got it from my dad, and I kind of had a little story that went along with that. And so they're very good at that, helping you be distracted and these procedures that make me uncomfortable, they only last a few minutes. That pain is very temporary. So if you can just breathe and count to 10, every 10 seconds that you survive something, you're better off for that. And at the end of the procedure, you may be a little sore and tired, but go home, take a hot bath, take a couple of Tylenol or whatever other painkiller they say you can have, and watch your favorite TV show, read your favorite book, listen to your favorite songs, and give yourself an hour to relax. And after that, look back on that experience. When I did that, I looked back and I realized, yes, I was extremely scared and upset during the procedure. But the people that were there for me, the nurses, the doctor, my son, helped me through it. And I lived. And after I had a chance to get over it, I realized that's going to help me. In the end, I'm going to be better off because they were able to do that procedure. And I know that logically. So we have to take our logic, use it to analyze our fears, and maybe they are reasonable fears and maybe they're unreasonable fears. Either way, you have fears, you need those addressed. It's valid either way. And I'm here to tell you right now, I understand that. I do. I'm one of the people that never wanted to go, oh gosh, no, you're not taking me, you'll have to drag me. Knock me right over the head and drag me if you want me to go. That was me. And unfortunately, I was wrong. Unfortunately, I should have done it sooner. But fortunately, I've done it now. And now I know that I have a chance to live through this because I did it now instead of waiting any longer. If I had waited any longer, even 3 more weeks longer, I would have been in some major trouble. I would have not survived it. So I'm here to tell you that one day can make that difference between you living and you not living. And would you rather live and be a little bit afraid and have people giving you like love and affection to try to help you through it? Like my son, he takes me out to eat lunch afterward because he wants me to feel like I've gone through a horrible experience, but here's a reward. I get to spend quality time with my son and have a nice meal out. And I get to live another day to do that again. I'm sorry, I do get a little emotional because when I think about all the people out there that are afraid to go like I was, and they're gonna not live to see their grandkids or not live to see their children grow up or not live to see their families, their sisters and everybody else have their families, whatever situation they're in, they're too afraid to go because, I'm sorry, but you have to go. You just have to go. We all want you to live. My family, my son, my aunt, my family, even though we don't know you, I know that my family would want you to go and wants you to live. Many people in my family are Christian and they believe in God. And I've been struggling with that, but even if I don't know for sure that I believe in a God, I do believe in the human spirit. And I do believe that we all have energy, and I do believe that we are all in this together. So now I'm going to tell you that because I'm getting emotional, I'm going to stop vlogging right now. But I'm on Facebook and I'm on Discord, and anybody out there, I don't care who you are, I don't know you, you don't know me, but if you need to talk to someone, if you need to find out how you can finally get over that fear, I'm going to let you know to contact me on social media, because I want to help you, because someone reached out and helped me. So I'm reaching out to help you. So let me know if you need to talk. And I'm going to have a meal and try to relax for the rest of my day. And everybody, don't worry about me. I'll be fine, and you will too. Love to ya.